What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the LetDirtFly YouTube channel. It's been a little while here. We've been busy, but spring is coming, and we got some work to do on Seth's quad. What do we got?
I have a little wiring gremlin that...
It's been going on for a couple months now.
It's been going on, basically...
Half a year, actually.
It's definitely since last riding season. I cannot use my four-wheel drive selector, blowing a fuse, so it's grounding out somewhere in there, so we got to chase a wire, fix that. Second thing is, the last couple times we rode, I noticed that the quad bogged slightly. Here and there, not when it was at full acceleration or anything, just randomly kind of boggy. So we want to dip the camera in to the gas tank, make sure there's nothing in there. As you guys remember, I got water and sand in it at Busco, and then again, also at Tall Pines when we went with Don from Adventures This Way. So I want to double check that. I ordered a new fuel sock, so we'll probably end up at least pulling that whole thing apart, pulling the fuel pump out, changing the sock, making sure, you know, everything's working the way it should.
So Seth already tried to clean the fuel sock. I think he cleaned the tank good enough, although there could have been something still like on the top, maybe. Yeah, so I think just replacing fresh fuel sock, some maybe fresh fuel to start from scratch, flush the lines all the way up to the injectors, maybe possibly pop the injectors out. We're gonna do all that and just make sure this thing is ready to go for the season because it's coming fast. It is coming fast, and we are looking to do a lot of different things. So I want this thing running right. Gotta have it running good because we're planning on doing a lot of traveling this year. So we might be posting some dates soon on our Instagram and all that fun stuff. So make sure you guys are following us over there. Now, right now, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at this wiring issue first. All right, guys. So getting into the Seth's wiring issue here. So basically, what's happening is when you hit four-wheel drive. Oh no! So basically, the quad's getting stuck in four-wheel drive. Yeah. So the quad is stuck in four-wheel drive. Basically, the fuse in the block up underneath the instrument cluster pops when I throw it. So we change the fuse, throw it, it works, and then pop. So we're not sure if it's a wiring issue yet, or maybe something with the four-wheel drive actuator. I do have an actuator down back. Or it could be a wire that's fucking a little worn and grounded. Could be that. So we're gonna investigate the wiring first, and then go with switching the actuator out, see if it fixes our issue. Because the main issue, I mean, we ride in four-wheel drive most of the time, but the main issue is it also controls your winch, doesn't it? Or was? It did, because that was on the same fuse, except I took it off. You switched it. So yeah, the 2018s, the 4x4 and the winch, for some reason, share the same fuse. Which I actually found out when I 850 swapped my quad. I found that out. That's why I had to switch the whole harness, is because of that reason. And my four-wheel drive actually didn't work. So we're gonna dig into this. And luckily enough, I have a 2018 wiring diagram, so we'll be able to see which one's four-wheel drive and kind of go from there. So right now, what we're gonna do, get the wheels and tires off, get the a lot of the plastics off. We're gonna remove this footwell over here because this is where a lot of our wiring is, and that's where also the four-wheel drive actuator is. So we're gonna get into all that fun stuff and see what we have going on. Well, guys, that was easy. Unfortunately, fortunately and unfortunately, I found out while we were breaking the quad down, I found Seth's issue with the four-wheel drive.
That's it.
Oh, that's definitely it, dude. The wire's 100% exposed.
No, I'm saying hopefully that's all.
Oh, yes. So when we put the footwells on to try to get the best look, we pushed them in as far as we could. And unfortunately, it was actually hitting the plug for four-wheel drive actuator here. So if you look here, let me zoom in. So you can see right there, they got some copper showing. This one's actually starting to wear through as well. So that is 100% our issue. Now, question is how we're gonna fix it. So there's a couple different ways we can go about this. We can fire the mechanic.
I thought you said burn it.
We can, because there's enough wire here. we could cut this back and repin it. The more expensive option is the whole engine harness.
The whole engine harness, or just that wire?
Yeah, and
or is it the engine harness is, for all that?
Yes, that's all the engine harness. Basically, this stuff, and it comes up into here and does all these. You can get these parts individually, though. I'm just wondering, we might just have to try to see if we can loosen it up a little bit, because it's just all zip tied and it's part of the harness here. It's gonna be a little bit of a tight squeeze trying to get a little bit out of that. That's gonna be the only problem. See, normally I'd be okay with just taping it up, but that actually ate the wire pretty good. Like there's little pieces, strands of wire sticking out here, dude. This one's fine down here. This one was starting to fray, but this one is kaput. That was the one that was arcing out. The problem is where it happened, it's like right in the worst spot. It's like really close to the connector. I wish it happened like here, because then if it was up here, it'd be easy splice. But I'm gonna investigate this right now and try to come up with the best solution. But the other thing that's good about doing maintenance is we notice things like this. So on my quad, if you guys watched the engine rebuild video, you see that I upgraded my valve covers to aluminum, and that is because of this reason right here. Can-Am's, because there's so much heat, especially in the bigger engines, the valve covers actually get warped and no longer seal, so he's got a little leak starting there, and actually his rear one's doing the same thing. You see the dark spots right there. So gonna have to get him some Mr. RPM valve covers and gaskets and fix this wire up, and I think we're gonna be good on the side of that stuff. Yeah, so right now, the main goal for today, in this video at least, we're gonna get Seth's gas tank exposed again, and we gotta take a look at that thing.
I mean, I wanna drop the camera in there to start.
Camera in to start? All right, let's get I'm gonna get the inspection camera, and let's go down and see if there's some crap in the bottom of the tank still, so. Yeah. I feel like there probably is.
Let's start there.
All right, sounds good. All right, so, oh, there's your fuel pump. How much gas do you have right now? It doesn't look like
tankish.
Let's see, liquid. Where's the liquid at?
What do you see? Absolutely nothing.
Literally nothing. I think it's just curling in a. Because of how this is, we're gonna have to end up popping it because you can't get it. I can't go straight down. Oh, I see the fuel level right there.
I don't know if this can see what you're seeing.
This thing's also so dirty and old that we can't really see.
I mean, you know, worst case scenario, we have to pop the fuel pump out,
yeah,
so we can gain access.
Yeah. All right. So there's a couple ways you can go about getting to your fuel pump to remove it, whether you're replacing it or whatever, or doing what we're doing here. But so basically, what we're gonna try to do here that I've actually never done myself is the way Can-Am set up these quads is actually you can remove them in sections. So they call them clips, I guess. So basically, from what it looks like, we can just remove the rear bumper, everything, the trunk and everything will just come off as one, essentially, from what I've seen from the pictures and stuff. So we're gonna try it. So I'm gonna get the manual out and see how that all works, because that'll be awesome, because then we can get full access to the gas tank. And I believe the way we pull it too, will make it this way we can actually just take the tank right out. So we don't have to tip the quad on its side and do everything that Seth and I tried to do down at Busco. All right, so we're gonna look into pulling this clip off. If it looks like it's made too much, we're just gonna do it the old school way and just pop it off like we did last time. It's actually not too bad to remove all this stuff like in individual pieces.
It's really not bad now because I actually didn't put a lot of the stuff back in.
Oh, great.
It's held together. Everything's got like 1-2 bolts, you know.
That's
Doesn't
great.
have the 18.
Remind me not to ride behind you. Actually, no, I don't even want to ride in front of you, actually. I'm going to ride far away from Seth this year.
Yeah. Right.
Just in case his quad just decides wheels come
like
flying off. All right, let me get my iPad real quick and we'll pull it up and see what we got here. Alright guys, so we removed the rear, what they call module, actually, sorry I said clip earlier, but yeah, according to the, what do you call it, manual, it's technically called a module, but it actually came out really easy. I'm going to tell you guys how we did it real quick right now. So basically, you have 2 bolts down right here, These hold on the aluminum supports for the rear rack and everything. Then you had 2 bolts up here. Those are the 2 main things actually holding the whole rear clip on. And then we just had to disconnect the voltage regulator, one of the exhaust bolts that bolts to the aluminum, and then the rear taillight harness, and 2 bolts up here. And that was it.
Yeah, there she is over there.
Yeah.
And a piece.
One big piece. It made it things
bumper, everything.
really, really easy to hold back of the quad right here. So made things easy. The whole trunk and everything comes right out.
Yeah, that was really good.
So nice. We're able to. We're not sure if we have to pull the tank just yet, but there's a possibility. We're actually going to pop the fuel pump out right now because we want to investigate that deal, and then we'll decide if we're gonna have to pull this tank and fully clean it. And then if we do that, we're also obviously gonna be ordering a new sock. There's no point in putting this thing back together if we're not gonna do a new sock again. I just don't think there's
sock's on order. So
he's on order. Okay, so
yeah.
Yep. Don't see any point.
Unkill Power Sports ordered me a sock, so that's coming.
Sweet.
Yes.
Yeah. So hopefully don't have to pull this tank, but we're probably gonna have to. I feel like. But so right now Seth's gonna go ahead. Yeah, we gotta get those 2 10mm out. You have to remove all your zip ties. This is pretty cool. You can get to the whole rear of the quad here, nice and easy. So make pulling the tank real nice and easy. And then also, not gonna lie, this is how I wish I could clean my quad each time. I'll make a quick disconnect from my wiring harness and stuff. All right, now we got the center solenoid bolt out. This whole panel should come out. Yep. Although now it's stuck in there. Oh yeah, doesn't it slide up into it or something?
It does something weird.
Oh, you know, it is. That's what it. Right, the whole. You have to take the whole wire off to get the solenoid out. As long as you can get, yeah, I was gonna say, as long as you can get it good enough to do that, so we can get in, meet the air again.
Oh god, yeah.
Nice.
Still some of this clumpier crap out of here.
You know what we could do actually, since the whole rear harness is undone, Seth? The harness is only held on by these clips here. The actually ones already popped off here. We can actually pop
a rock or nut.
This out, so this way we can walk the whole harness out when you go to.
That's a rock. What's that?
If you pop that off, you can just walk the whole harness out. You just undo this zip tie here. You pop up on it. Don't cut it because it's one of those ones.
Oh.
Pry it on. The pry in action.
Try and get it angled.
Okay. And then just got popped out one there. That'll allow us to get the whole harness. There she is. Yes, and then you get that all undone. We can basically flip that forward. Nice. Just gotta get the
continue to get globs of dirt out of here.
Yeah.
All right, that should be
pretty good.
Fairly clean.
Let's get the vent line off and stuff.
That's however it is.
And then the wiring harness. So the vent line's going through the.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Should just really pull the vent line off of here.
Yeah, I think we pulled it off the Y last time, didn't we? Or
I don't know.
This
might be a you job.
A me job? What's it gotta be a me job?
Oh, cause you can pull these things. I can't.
No, and you know how I pull?
On the diffs.
I just yank and I fucking smash my knuckles and stuff.
On the diffs, I can't even get my things off.
Yeah, that's on there far. I think we popped it from here.
I don't know.
There she goes. The release. It's still tangled. Get the. There we go. Now you can should be able to pull most of that out of our way. Okay. Let the fuel line off. It's so crusty.
Everything's crusty.
Should just see if they have the tool for this. You're missing a couple teeth. Should spin back in there. Okay. The as always fun part here.
Well, because you gotta freaking get the right angles. I didn't think about it. I should have brought over the other fuel pump. clean.
Any sediment in the bottom?
Not really. I don't know what the f that is. You see that? It's like a piece of grass. We probably just knocked it in.
No, Seth, what that is, those are stink bugs. How did you get stink bugs?
How did stink bugs get in there?
I don't know.
There's a tiniest little bit of something in there.
Alright guys, so you can see right there, don't ask me how, but Seth managed to get not one, not two, but 3 stink bugs in his gas tank. But also, we don't know what it is, but there's some shiny gold looking.
Marshall thinks it's gold. We found Busco gold.
I think we did, and for some reason my Zoom's not working, so there's a lot of you right now.
Oh, great.
So right now, because my fingers are way too big and my hands to get down in this tank to clean this out, I hired my fiance, so she'll be out in a second, and she's gonna love us for this. Oh, there she is now.
Yep.
I can't see in there.
Can't even shine a light because you're...
Oh, it's all gas in there, isn't that?
Yeah, that might be why you're wearing gloves.
Yeah.
I can at least give you gloves.
Yeah, throw a rag right in the gas tank.
There you go.
Yeah, I recruit Jill to do this at home.
I don't know if I got everything. I just forgot gas.
Well, we got more rags here somewhere. There you go.
Where do you want the gas rags?
Just throw them on the floor.
Throw them right, yeah. Sure, right there. I definitely wouldn't light a match anywhere near here, or have any kind of static charge.
Where are your rags?
Can you look down and
Underneath
see if
the,
Oh, I need to get all the gas out too. Is that what you need?
We need all that like crap cleaned up.
Oh, I see them now.
I can't see if you're putting the camera down.
Well, the people need to see too, ma'am.
I can't see. You don't even have the light down.
Well, here, hold the light so you can see what you're doing. Seth's supplying you with more rags, and we're gonna figure this out. No double dipping. Oh wait, I want to see it. Hang on. You dropped it already. I wanted to see it shiny. I saw it on there. Wait, I still see it.
It's not gold.
It's metallic though. Hang on.
Yeah, it's probably like metal pieces. Oh, and it's not even wet. I think I've pretty much got it all dry.
What is that? Focus on my hand.
What is that?
I'm convinced. Well, it's definitely like a silver, if anything.
Okay, I think I got all...
It could be pieces of your fuel pump.
You want to check and
could
see,
be.
make sure I got everything out?
So, right here where the shelf is, you see the stink bug? Nope, he's in the bottom of the center of the tank now.
No!
Try and go in with your glove.
Yeah, just go in with
Just
glove.
go glove.
You just ruined a big rag.
It was not a good rag. It had freaking gas all over it.
Right here, crunching.
Did I get it?
I don't know.
I heard something crunch.
I think you threw it on me, possibly? I don't know. Let's see.
I don't know.
Smells like that
Nope,
gasoline.
he fell right there.
Damn.
Do you see him? He's like right up against... Nope. Look against the wall closest
Oh.
to
Doing great, babe.
Ew. Ew.
you. It's fucking...
It's been dead.
It was his fucking carcass.
What?
I felt it in my
mostly
fingers.
dissolved by gasoline for the last however many months since we've been to Busco.
Please tell me there's nothing back there.
Well, thank you very much.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
that.
Thank you
High
for your
five.
assistance, ma'am.
It's pretty close.
Oh, look at that. What's looks like new?
Garbage.
Over here?
Ah, look at that. Try to get them in here.
Do you have anything I can like rinse to...
Not bad.
Mango.
Looking pretty good. All right, well now we got it cleaned out. Now basically what we got to do is wait for the new stock to come in. Hopefully that's coming in soon. So funny enough, I believe we're gonna go look down back real quick. I think I actually have an engine harness for this machine. When we did the rebuild of the 2018 650 XT, the guy actually bought an engine harness thinking he needed it, but there was nothing wrong with the current one. So I actually have a brand new, still in the packet, engine harness. We're gonna see and look up the part number that's on it, if it's the same. If it is, I think we might just end up swapping the harness over, because might as well. I got it and I don't need it. So actually it technically fits my quad, but I don't think I'm gonna have any issues with mine. But it'll at least make us this way Seth's no longer blowing fuses.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, we can fix this, you know.
Yeah.
And we could... My only thing with fixing, you know, even if you just, you know, fix the wire, you still need to
Seal it.
almost give it a little bit of a pillow so it doesn't do it again.
Yes.
So,
Well, now we know what to look for that. Actually, he's gonna go home and look at that on his wife's quad.
yeah.
Because
And I
the same
think
ones.
I might have an idea of how to get a little space with it. So I was thinking about putting a little bead of silicone on the outside of the wire, letting it cure. So this way, there's...
I think we had movement outwards, dude.
There probably is, but,
we try to keep them tucked because we were trying to...
But like, just in case, if I could just put a little 1/8 inch fucking bead on something like that.
Yeah.
Just to give it a little spacer,
Or, I mean, if... Where's the footwell at? Is there a way of notching it right there, or like hammering
notching
it?
You can just start grinding that. That's gonna frickin'.
Right, take it out of there, because I'm curious. You can probably see where it was rubbing. I'm gonna guess.
Right here.
Yep. Literally see where it's arcing on. So, what we could do, dude. Take a something.
No, because if I cut it out, I definitely
no, not cut it. Just ding it out a little bit.
Put a little bend in it.
Yeah, that's all. Cool. Just give her a little clearance. You can actually see it's so nice and shiny right there.
Yeah. So it's been rubbing for a while.
Yeah. There's your problem. I'm glad it was an easy fix. I'm glad we didn't have to go in.
I'm really glad we didn't have to go into this whole area.
Well, we still need to get in there because we got to replace that fuse now that we know.
Oh, such a pain in the butt. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. We got fuel sock coming. We are also ordering new valve cover from Onkill Powersport.
Yep.
So all that should be coming. Hopefully this week, maybe next week at the latest.
Yeah.
We're going to put it back together. Hopefully that's all the issues that we found.
We hope. We're going to go through the injectors probably next time too, because we want to just inspect those, make sure they're spraying good, looking good, and everything like that.
Yeah, clean them out.
Also have to figure out the permanent fix for the wiring harness, because we did find the issue, but got to figure out if we want to get a harness, which we found are very expensive. They're like $200-300.
They are.
So it's pretty crazy. The one I had does not work actually, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just off.
Yeah, it's one part number off. I'm gonna do some confirming in the meantime just to make sure. But yeah, we're at least going in the right direction with this thing. So hopefully, gonna get some parts going here and get this thing back in some mud. And yeah, it should be good.
I'm sure Marshall's father will really appreciate getting his garage bay back also.
Yes, because this is gonna be sitting here for probably a week or two.
Yes, so unfortunately. All right, guys. So with that, make sure you are liking, commenting, and subscribing down below. I know, I did your line.
Yeah.
I did your line. And Marshall, where can they find us at?
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook. We really don't do TikTok anymore. You can find us over there. And we'll have to catch you guys next time on
LetDirtFly.
Have you forgotten where you were when I was down? Well,